Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas and welcome to This Week with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh. And we have something exciting that all of you are also aware, but let me have the pleasure of welcoming as well as congratulating and greeting Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Namaskar. Dr.
Thank you, thank you.
So many people were even away from India, were up on 22nd night, and you also were one of those. Talk to me about when you came to know that the announcement that 300 par has actually happened. How was the response?
Well, I think the counting started at about 10:30, and about 11 o'clock, NDA has already over 200, and about 11:15, I think they have about over 300. So it happened within less than 2 hours, and really, it's a great. It was festival of democracy, and now it's a celebration of democracy.
Okay, so let's backtrack. And when you openly declared your support for Prime Minister Narendra Modi on behalf of Parikh Worldwide Media, what was your thought process? What made you take that decision?
Well, I mean, I'm always like the thinking and philosophy of Bharatiya Janata Party, and particularly the leadership of Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Modi, because I knew Prime Minister before he was Chief Minister. So, because of his personality, his way of thinking, his vision, his ability to put the vision into action, and that's the most important part. And he always think about population or people of India and how they can get benefit out of his thinking and vision.
Absolutely. Doctor, I recollect during election campaign, he said that it will be 5 seconds time for you, that you will press for voting on the Kamal, and for 5 years I'm going to invest every ounce of my energy to serve the nation. That also is related to his sense of discipline, and I believe you share that sense of discipline. Every morning you have your own regular routine which keeps you fit at this age, and you are always thinking about doing something new. So talk to me about Prime Minister Narendra Modi's contribution from the point of view of making people health conscious. And I also bring the reference of International Day of Yoga in that.
Well, of course, as you know, that Prime Minister himself practice yoga every morning and does exercise every morning. So and that's why he can able to work almost 16 to 17 hours per day without any tiredness, because he is also not a very young person. He is 65, 66 years of age, and still he has a lot of energy because of yoga and exercise, routine exercise, and discipline about it, and discipline about eating the certain way of eating. And I think that bodes very well for him, as well as a good example for people of India.
And staying on the health front, in what way you would like him to work in collaboration with non-resident Indian doctors through organizations like API or anything that comes to your mind?
Well, I mean, we have an organization called API, American Physician of Indian Origin, as well as we have now umbrella organization called GAPIO, which is Global Association of Physicians of Indian Origin, which we are 1.2 million. And I'm the privileged to be one of the founding member of that association. There are 36 countries where the Indian doctors resides outside India are the member of that umbrella organization, and API is one of the member of that GAPIO, or Global Physician of Indian Origin. The reason behind why we formed this GAPIO, so we can pull the resources from all the 36 countries outside India where the Indian American physicians are there settled, so we can use their resources, we can use their energy, we can use their ability to help motherland. and that's the one way. And now since Prime Minister Modi has started the world largest health scheme called Ayushman Bharat, and so we proposed Prime Minister that this global physician of Indian origin will come and will bring the first generation as well as second generation physician time to time to India, and do the philanthropic compliment free service to the population of the India.
Wonderful. And also, recollecting with you some of the important results that includes, of course, Prime Minister Narendra Modi with very, very large margin being victorious from Varanasi. And you were at Varanasi recently during the NRI Day, and you also got to hear him firsthand. So let us go to Varanasi with you, and people appreciated the work and the cleanliness, etc. What was your observation? Anything?
Yes, obviously. I mean, I've been to Varanasi few times, and last time I was there was this PBD convention, and there was a big difference because I went there after almost 3-4 years after previous visit, and you can see very obvious cleanliness in all the ghat of the Varanasi, the major ghats of the Varanasi, and I think, and also the town of the Varanasi. Even airport was very newly built only 2 years ago, and it was very impressive, and that shows that whatever he promised to reform the Varanasi, he did it. The Prime Minister did it.
Absolutely. And Dr. There were allegations, or opposition was constantly saying that he has not fulfilled his promises, and people also criticized him for demonetization and all those things which they said has affected people. But looks like voters have spoken, and they have made it clear that the ideas of increasing ease of doing business in India, Make in India program, etc. So they are ready to bear the burnt of their own share. So I think, in addition to credit for the leadership Prime Minister Narendra Modi, it says a lot about the spirit of Indian people.
Of course, spirit of the Indian people and understanding of the Indian people and smartness of the Indian people, because they can see through that during last 5 years. Even look at it, even demonetization, which was very criticized by opposition lot. But if you look at the most positive outcome of that demonetization is digitalization of the Indian currency, in a sense that even everyone, including even chai wala or sabji wala, everybody uses the credit card now, and they pay by credit card. So that's a great great improvement, because by doing that you can control the currency flow in and out of India and inside the India.
Absolutely, and it also adds a sense of transparency,
Yes.
which increases accountability.
Right.
Now, from this point to another point, which also relates to the main issue with which Congress party mounted the campaign. Of course, Chaukidar Chore was one reference. But now look at this. It is for the first time probably that someone from Gandhi family didn't get elected from Amethi. Smriti Irani has won. How do you see this playing out for Congress in the long run?
I think probably Congress has suffered a very, very severe blow, and probably this is the end of the dynastic rule of the Congress party. I'm sure they have to introspect, and they have to change how the leadership should be in that party, because it will go a long way. And impact will be quite long way, and it's a severe impact.
Absolutely. And as we don't have a lot of time yet, we want to catch up on a couple of more things with you, Dr. Saab, in this week. Especially, this is very, very important. Now, the Gathbandhan seemed to have miserably failed. They could only get nearly 15 seats. So, looks like people could pierce through and make their own judgment about honesty and who is bringing what on the table. And here again, I would say selflessness of Prime Minister Modi seemed to have resonated with Indian people.
Yeah, and not only that, but I think the result proves that people of India are more mature, more smarter, and they came out of the many years of the caste politics, and they voted for what is right and wrong for themselves.
And just two quick questions. One being someone who is also serving the community as chairman of Parikh Worldwide Media and ITV Gold. Media plays an important role in making or sometimes breaking image, and dismantling Prime Minister's image was one of the main focus of Congress President Rahul Gandhi. So moving forward, looking at the constructive and positive side of life, in what way you think media, especially Parikh Worldwide Media, may work in collaboration with Government of India for making this world a better place?
Yes, all media should work with the government, any government, in particular Government of India. We Parikh Worldwide Media and ITV Gold, which serves the North America and Western world, will like to work with the Government of India in a synergic way and complementary way, and to help and promote the good initiative of the Prime Minister Modi, and that's the way to do it.
Absolutely. And last question, you were also at the forefront in forming the Indian caucus, and recently after the Pulwama attack happened, the way India responded, Indian people were very excited and happy, and they felt that this is a nation with self-confidence, self-esteem, and they can demonstrate that they would not cow down on the potential threat that this neighboring country has nuclear power. Now, bringing India and Pakistan in the context of America, how do you see close cooperation between India and America may help that region?
Well, I believe that America's interests will be well served with the having strategic partnership with the Government of India, because India is situated in such a location where it can help to balance out China and of course other small countries around it, Pakistan and Afghanistan and so forth. So I think India's location, geographical location, is very important for America. And as you can see now, so for last 4 or 5 years, even during Trump time and Obama time, before that, USA has came so close to India for defense strategic partnership. And of course, India, for America, India is a best market for sell the goods, because India's middle class is almost 500 million people, and they all are inspiring middle class coming moving upward. So that's the best for American entrepreneur or business to sell any goods if they want to sell in India.
Wonderful. So India, of course, offers a lot of opportunities to grow on various fronts. People go for spiritual pursuits, people go as entrepreneurs also. And as we conclude today's program, Dr. Was there any constituency that you were very keenly observing? For example, Shatrughan Sinha lost, people were looking how that Patna Sahib will play out that way. Any place where you were personally paying attention?
Well, I was just paying attention to all the Lok Sabha seats of Gujarat, because that's my hometown, home state, and I'm very glad that all 26 seats are won by BJP.
Wonderful. And your parting words as we move forward to a new era, I would say the second inning of Prime Minister Narendra Modi as, of course, Prime Minister. And he visited Kedar after the election campaign was over. Those images again tells us that here is a yogi leading the nation.
Yes, I mean, there is not only yogi, but there is a spiritual leader who has a great vision, who has a great, who is versatile, who is a strong, decisive leader leading the nation.
Wonderful. So your parting greetings for
Well,
our viewers.
dear friends, now today is a day for celebration of democracy, and really we are so lucky as a Indian American or all Indian outside India to see that our country got a very strong, visionary, versatile prime minister and his team, and which really badly needed for India growth. And I'm sure that Prime Minister Narendra Modi and his team will take our country to the next level and try to make India as a world leader. Thank you. God bless America. God bless India. And again, congratulations, Honorable Prime Minister Narendra Bhai Modi. Thank you.